What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will be going over the second half of part 16 of the master key system. And as you guys know, in all of these videos, I do go over questions and answers. So let's go ahead and review the questions and what we're going to learn today in the reading. And then when I'm finished with the reading towards the end of the video, we will review the answers. So what are we going to learn? What then is the great business of life? Why is this so? What is the source of all evil? What is the source of all good? And what is scientific thinking? So guys, without further ado, we will be getting started with the second half of part 16. So let's get straight into it. It is by the exercise of this power that we take our fate out of the hands of chance and consciously make for ourselves the experiences which we desire. Because when we consciously realize a condition, that condition will eventually manifest in our lives. It is therefore evident that in the last analysis, thinking is the one great cause in life. Therefore, to control thought is to control circumstances, conditions, environment, and destiny. How then are we to control thought? What is the process? To think is to create a thought, but the result of the thought will depend upon its form, its quality, and its vitality. The form will depend upon the mental images from which it emanates. This will depend upon the depth of the impression, the predominance of the idea, the clarity of the vision, the boldness of the image. The quality depends upon its substance, and this depends upon the material of which the mind is composed. If this material has been woven from thoughts of vigor, strength, courage, determination, the thought will possess these qualities. And finally, the vitality depends upon the feeling with which the thought is impregnated. If the thought is constructive, it will possess vitality. It will have life. It will grow, develop, expand. It will be creative. It will attract to itself everything necessary for its complete development. If the thought is destructive, it will have within itself the germ of its own dissolution. It will die, but in the process of dying, it will bring sickness, disease, and every other form of discord. This we call evil, and when we bring it upon ourselves, some of us are disposed to attribute our difficulties to a supreme being, but this supreme being is simply mind in equilibrium. It is neither good nor bad, it simply is. Our ability to differentiate into form is our ability to manifest good or evil. Good and evil, therefore, are not entities. They are simply words which we use to indicate the result of our actions, and these actions are in turn predetermined by the character of our thought. If our thought is constructive and harmonious, we manifest good. If it is destructive and discordant, we manifest evil. If you desire to visualize a different environment, the process is simply to hold the ideal in mind until your vision has been made real. Give no thought to persons, places, or things. These have no place in the absolute. The environment you desire will contain everything necessary. The right persons and the right things will come at the right time and the right place. It is sometimes not plain how character, ability, attainment, achievement, environment, and destiny can be controlled through the power of visualization, but this is an exact scientific fact. You will readily see that what we think determines the quality of mind, and that the quality of mind in turn determines our ability and mental capacity, and you can readily understand that the improvement in our ability will naturally be followed by increase in attainment and a greater control of circumstances. It will thus be seen that natural laws work in a perfectly natural and harmonious manner. Everything seems to just happen. If you want any evidence of this fact, simply compare results of your efforts in your own life, when your actions were prompted by high ideals and when you had selfish or ulterior motives in mind. You will need no further evidence. If you wish to bring about the realization of any desire, form a mental picture of success in your mind by consciously visualizing your desire. In this way, you will be compelling success. You will be externalizing it in your life by scientific methods. We can only see what already exists in the objective world, but what we visualize already exists in the spiritual world, and this visualization is a substantial token of what will one day appear in the objective world. If we are faithful to our ideal, the reason for this is not difficult. Visualization is a form of imagination. This process of thinking forms impressions on the mind, and these impressions in turn form concepts and ideals, and they in turn are the plans from which the master architect will weave the future. The psychologists have come to the conclusion that there is but one sense, the sense of feeling, and that all other senses are but modifications of this one sense. This being true, we know why feeling is the very fountainhead of power, why the emotions so easily overcome the intellect, and why we must put feeling into our thought if we wish results. Thought and feeling is the irresistible combination. Visualization must, of course, be directed by the will. We are to visualize exactly what we want. We must be careful not to let the imagination run riot. Imagination is a good servant but a poor master. and unless it is controlled, it may easily lead us into all kinds of speculations and conclusions which have no basis of foundation of fact whatsoever. Every kind of plausible opinion is liable to be accepted without any analytical examination, and the inevitable result is mental chaos. We must therefore construct only such mental images as are known to be scientifically true. Subject every idea to a searching analysis and accept nothing which is not scientifically exact. When you do this, you will attempt nothing, but what you know you can carry out, and success will crown your efforts. This is what businessmen call farsightedness. It is much the same as insight, and is one of the great secrets of success in all important undertakings. For your exercise this week, try to bring yourself to a realization of the important fact that harmony and happiness are states of consciousness, and do not depend upon the possession of things. That things are effects and come as a consequence of correct mental states, so that if we desire material possession of any kind, our chief concern should be to acquire the mental attitude which will bring about the result desired. This mental attitude is brought about by a realization of our spiritual nature and our unity with the universal mind, which is the substance of all things. The realization will bring about everything which is necessary for our complete enjoyment. This is scientific or correct thinking. When we succeed in bringing about this mental attitude, it is comparatively easy to realize our desire as an already accomplished fact. When we can do this, we shall have found the truth which makes us free from every lack or limitation of any kind. A man might frame and let loose a star to roll in its orbit, and yet not have done so memorable a thing before God as he who lets a golden-orbed thought to roll through the generations of time. H.W. Beecher. All right, guys, so that was the second half of part 16. So let's go ahead and get straight into the answer. So, number one, what then is the great business of life? Thinking. Why is this so? Because thought is spiritual and therefore creative. To consciously control thought is therefore to control circumstances, conditions, environment, and destiny. What is the source of all evil? Destructive thinking. What is the source of all good? Scientific, correct thinking. What is scientific thinking? A recognition of the creative nature of spiritual energy and our ability to control it. All right, guys, I want to thank you guys once again for watching the video. If you enjoyed that, go ahead, smash that like button, tap the subscribe button, help us with our current goal to reach 1,000 subscribers on the channel. And if you have any questions on anything I just read and went over and anything on the channel, go ahead and email me directly at info@tycoontalk.xyz, or leave a comment in the comment section below. And also let me know any topics you'd like me to cover or go more in depth in the comment section below. And if you like this video, go ahead and check out the other videos on my channel where I talk about how to make money with cryptocurrency, fixing your credit, the financial markets, and everything in between. A whole bunch of cool information you can't necessarily find easily on the internet is nice and neat on my channel, organized in 3 different playlists. So go ahead, check those out. And as always, my friends, I want to thank you once again and send infinite abundance to you now and forever. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Peace.